It was time for us to leave Kings Creek Station and for us to make our way to Alice Springs.
Time to fuel up. No fuel coming through here. There it comes. It's the magic of the fuel bowser, isn't it? We're leaving Kings Creek Station, we're heading to Alice Springs. It's going to be a good drive. Not a big drive, but it's a beautiful day out there, and we'll see you in Alice Springs.
The key to a trip like this is staying in a great van or camper trailer like these from Lotus Caravans. There's another important key too, which is the RV MAP Key accreditation for manufacturers. The accreditation program from the Caravan Industry Association of Australia was created to help the consumer make the best choices when purchasing a caravan, camper or motorhome. They've made it simple. To ensure that you're purchasing from an accredited manufacturer, just look for the RV MAP Key. You can find out more and view the list of accredited members by visiting caravanindustry.com.au.
Naturally, you've got to keep yourself alert no matter where you're driving and where you're going, but out here in the Northern Territory, it steps up a little bit. You see, the speed limit on a lot of the roads here is 130 kilometres an hour. Now, not many of us tow our caravans at $1.30, so be aware of those around you. They are going to want to overtake you, trucks, buses included, so stay in communication with them. We're normally sitting on channel 18 when we're towing caravans, but they're all on channel 40. So if you see one coming up behind you, just jump onto channel 40, give him a call, let him know that you're there and you're happy for him to come around. Now he'll either let you know when he's ready, or if you see a little bit of clear road ahead, give a little flick on the right end indicator, tells him that you're alert, you're watching where he's going. He's got 3 trailers behind him most of the time, remember? And not the easiest things to drive. When he gets past, give you a little flash with your headlights. That'll tell him that he's clear of you and you're right for him to pull back in. He'll pull back in, indicate right, indicate left, indicate right, and that's his way of saying, thanks very much, old mate, for sharing the road with me, not being a road gremlin. That's the tip for today. I shall give Borgy a call. Hey Borgy, I see you having a chat this morning with Ian at Kings Creek Station. What were you gas bagging about, mate?
Yeah, mate, I was having a bit of a chinwag with him. We're actually talking about just how over the last few years he's been based out of the station there, and apparently he's been the first on scene for an accident, around 12 accidents that were quite serious over the last couple of years, mate. And yeah, he was basically just telling me, like, you know, the speed that people are travelling at out there, it's catching them by surprise in some of those corners, and you know, wildlife and a bit of stock on the road and that sort of thing seem to be the main, basically the main causes for an accident out there. So people really got to keep an eye out, I think.
What you've just said is another awesome tip for travelling the Northern Territory particularly. You do have stock on the road. There's a big properties up here and a lot of them are not fenced.
And the biggest thing he sort of says was, you know, driving on dusk or during the night, you just can't see the cattle on the road, mate. So it's obviously a good idea just to try and stick to daylight hours and yeah, really keep your eyes pinned wide open, mate.
Yeah, dead right, mate, and especially this time of year, which is of course the time where most people come up into the Territory. It's winter, so it's a little cooler, and that's why we come out to enjoy it.
I'll tell you something else that I found quite interesting in that Ian was talking about there was, you know, to make sure that you've always got a bit of a safety kit inside the car as well. So a first aid kit, but also some basic supplies just in case you get stuck out there, especially overnight, or even if you have an accident and you need to be, if you're there stranded for a couple of hours, you know, little things like a blanket on board, a bit of water, you know, a couple of the basic sort of supplies, mate. They can go a heck of a long way if trouble strikes.
Well, we're just about to roll into Alice Springs, but unfortunately that's all we've got time for today. Don't worry though, we'll be back next time to continue our journey from Coober Pedy right through to the edge of the Kimberley. Now, the whole thing's been made possible by our good mates at Lotus Caravans and the Caravan Industry Association of Australia. I'll catch you then as we show you what's up down under.
What's up down under?